Bobby Marks, an ESPN insider, is saying that other NBA GMs are there's no trade market for LeBron James, saying that they wouldn't make the deal and that no one should make the deal. So let's take a listen to Bobby Marks explaining that thought process.
He's making $53 million. He's in his last year of his contract. He's 40 years old. And I talked to numerous teams yesterday and asked that same question. Would you give up basically the farm? And basically you'd have to give up 4 or 5 players to go get LeBron James for 1 year. And the unanimous answer was no, they wouldn't. And here's a hypothetical. His former team, the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are in this second apron and have spent a lot of money, they would basically have to trade about 6 players, Dan, just to go out and get him for 1 year. And as one team told me, that's not smart business.
So there you have it. That is Bobby Marks saying that no NBA team apparently wants LeBron James. Who would ever thought we'd be saying that? Steve, you know how I feel about LeBron, my favorite player and all that stuff. This is something that when we were playing the show, I said I can't wait to get on here and just eviscerate this absolute buffoonery. LeBron James, I don't know if people remember a season ago, like the 2025 NBA season, there were voters who decide who the best players are in the NBA. LeBron was in every measurable category one of those players. There were only 5 people that were above him in MVP voting. We are now back into everyone's favorite time of year. Criticize LeBron. Can't wait for his retirement. He is going to provide nothing. This is very much like what we had said last week with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. That as soon as there's a misstep, or for LeBron, not even a misstep, something happens that there is an opportunity to poke at him, we immediately feel the need to do that, even if it makes absolutely no sense. Just a few months ago, when Jimmy Butler forced his way out of Miami, everybody, or no one, I should say, could understand why Miami wasn't doing it. Like, playoff Jimmy was still there. Look what he's done the last few seasons. He deserves it. Then LeBron does it, and we're like, what? LeBron? He's 40. Why would you ever want to give him more money? Jimmy Butler went to Golden State, and he immediately flopped on what we all thought he was going to be, or why the Warriors were taking him. It was like, with Jimmy Butler there, Steph Curry's window was reopened back up, and they were going to do all these things, and he was the perfect complementary player, and nothing happened. So, Steve, I just don't get why everyone is just so quick to put LeBron down when he has given us he's shown us no reason to think or believe that or say those things.
No, you hit the nail on the head, dude. There are plenty of teams right now who are in a win-now position that have assets and picks that they can give up, that adding a LeBron James will be more than valuable for, even if it's just for that one season. If you add a LeBron James, not only are you essentially locking yourself in to the playoffs, but you are also adding the greatest postseason player of all time, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Most of these teams that are in win-now positions are teams who just need something to get over the hump in the playoffs. LeBron is the guy that is shown he is okay with maybe not needing the ball all the time, but he's still going to command enough of an impact and enough of a presence to any team that brings him onto their roster. There is not a team LeBron doesn't fit into. He's not the scorer level, the malleable scorer, but the way LeBron thinks about the game and the way he looks at the game, saying that teams aren't interested in adding a guy who, when he comes to your roster, makes an immediate impact, that's blasphemy. That's silly. So no, I don't agree with this guy. If teams are truly thinking that way, we have a bigger issue in the NBA than just people not being interested in LeBron. How many major injuries has he ever had in his career? Has he ever had one? Are we worried that 41-year-old LeBron isn't going to be able to stay healthy? So what are we talking about?
Yeah, the only possible, his groin was an issue like a season and a half, 2 seasons ago, but that doesn't come up. It's almost like no one watched or paid attention. Like, all they know is LeBron and 40, and
Wasn't
that was
he a
it.
second team All NBA?
Certainly was, yeah.
Doesn't that mean essentially he was a top 10 player in the NBA?
He was 6th in MVP voting.
Don't the guys around him all make about $50 million a season, if not more?
Kinda, yeah. I just kind of sat here thinking, going through it in my head, and one of the best LeBron James arguments ever is in his prime, like in the Cleveland Miami era, you could have put him on literally any single team in the NBA, and you could have been like, maybe they got a shot. They got LeBron on there, or at least making it to the playoffs and making a playoff run. LeBron at 40, I still think if you put LeBron right now on the Portland Trailblazers, are they contenders? No. Do I think that they might make a run at the playoff with LeBron on it? Maybe. Like, it's insane how we just compartmentalize these things about LeBron to fit our own narratives, but we just ignore the actual facts of what the situation is. Like I said, it seems like no one watched this season and saw what he just did and what just happened.
Listen to the sound. I listen to the sound.